Hey everybody, it's Mr. X-Stitch. Back from the dead once again. Man, it's the 11th of May when I record this. How the heck did that happen? We moved house on the 6th of April and a month has gone by and it's crazy. Not gonna lie, I'm still in a sort of state of flux in as much as I feel like there's an awful lot to do and there just isn't the time. This flux is getting better, as I think I said in my last, probably very therapeutic for me and very boring for you kind of video. Yeah, there's a lot, when you've got so many things going on, it's really hard to see the wood for the trees, you know, but I know that thanks to some of the stuff we've been able to do in the house, the sort of immediate environmental issues are starting to subside. Managed to get rid of the fairy wallpaper in my office. I think that would be a big professional help. And it's just, yeah, there just don't seem to be enough hours in the day to get everything done. And I've spent a lot of time lately sort of projecting forwards and just thinking, you know, I'm in this phase of, I mean, there's growth in my business, but there's also growth in my children. And so I'm in this phase of like the children bit and knowing that it's really important for me to look after them for now. And so my goals of world domination may need to just chill out for a little while and just be sort of slow global accumulation rather than a big strike force or something. You know, I get frustrated sometimes. I see what other people are achieving, I compare myself to them and I get frustrated, but I know that, I mean, realistically I have like 2.5 working days a week, and lately I just haven't really wanted to sacrifice evenings to do work either. I've in an effort to improve my general well-being, I've taken to getting up at 5:30 in the morning and going for a run. I only did it, well, this is only the second week of it, so I'm not bragging. But yeah, every morning going for a little run, which is fine. Today was longer than I expected. It was like a 40-minute run, kind of like a 5k. I sort of get up in the morning, make a cup of coffee, then go for a run before my brain tries to sabotage me thinking about it. But it's good, definitely good from a mental health standpoint with the endorphins and stuff. I'm feeling a bit shagged today, just generally. And then because I've got a standing desk as well, so by about 11 o'clock I'm just like, ugh. But life continues apace. What have I been up to that's been amazing lately? Well, the cute issue of X-Stitch is taking shape with some very interesting designs. And I'm really excited by the newest designer to join the X-Stitch family. I think in total I've worked with something like 65 different designers now, which is pretty good going. That's probably, don't know, 6 times more than any other magazine in the past 12 months or something. But yeah, I'm really proud of being able to work with such a diverse bunch of people, and it's getting to the point now where if I end up with not enough designs in each magazine, I can think of people to kind of tap up who'd respond well to the theme. So shout out to Mathysphere in particular, who's always my, hey, I should get Mathysphere to do a design. Yeah, so the cute issue is going to be good, and I'm going to sink my teeth properly into that fairly soon. I've also just completed a design that's going to be part of a Craftivist collective campaign. She's Sarah Corbett, my long-standing buddy and founder of the Craftivist collective, is doing a campaign to do with climate change and clean air. And so I've done a cross-stitch design for that, which I will be summarily stitching of an evening in a, oh my god, I'm actually doing some cross-stitch kind of way, because as many of you will know, the irony with being the kingpin of contemporary embroidery is not having any time to do any embroidery. So the other night, I settled down. Mary had taken the girls away for the weekend, and I settled down and watched 4 episodes of Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix and did some stitching, and it was marvellous. Stitching stuff can be quite good for you, it turns out. So that's good. And then got the British Textile Biennial, where I still need to produce a video about that with some FAQs and whatnots, but that's ticking over. I think that's what That's the thing I'm the most grateful for, is things are ticking over, nothing's going wrong, nothing's falling apart. It's my own personal stress that is concerning me, but that's about the worst of it. I'm just gonna stop now in case my dog goes mental. Hang on. X-Stitch Magazine. Subscribe now. One of the joyful things about having a lurcher is their speed. When you watch them run, and it's amazing to see an animal that's been put on this planet for one job, which is to run fast and chase after things, and it's great to see him do it. I once watched Herb try and catch a hare, and it was magnificent to see my dog running flat out, a bit like a cheetah in one of those wildlife documentaries. He didn't stand a chance. That hare dropped the gear and just flew off, and there was no way of stopping him, which was equally amazing to see. But one of the fun things about being a lurcher owner is that he will often go flying off to say hello to any old dog that he sees in the distance. And, well, I have two choices when this happens. I can shout and try and use a command voice, which only makes it sound like I'm terrified of what's going on and generally frightens the person who's being approached at by a black dog at a high speed. Or I can just go, Herb, and hope for the best and stand idly by and then make awkward conversations with people. So that's what I tend to do. And that's what just happened there. So apologies for drifting off mid-meander. With a bit of luck, I'll splice these two videos together and still bung them on the tube anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm just grateful that things are ticking along. Business is continuing. I've just launched a new X-Stitch Along Life in the Fast Lane, which I'm genuinely excited about because it's a good bit of fun. I've tried to do things differently with some of the previous ones. This one's a bit more traditional, 12 parts. You can kind of get a sense of what you're going to get. The mystery isn't too huge, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool, man. So yeah, and I'm just sorry that there are a few casualties along the way in terms of my capacity at the moment, and my regular vlogging schedule appears to be one of them. It's just headspace, man, you know, and just trying to find things to say that are interesting rather than just blethering on about chaos. But I don't know, I'm sure it'll all improve in time. You'll be sick of hearing from me for a while. So the other interesting thing, I'll put this in the little video, is 17 tadpoles, which are now slowly turning into 17 froglets with back legs and shortening tails, and it's great to watch them, really interesting. So that's been kind of fun. Means I've got to build a tiny pond in my garden now for them though. So, but yeah, anyway, thanks for being here still. Thanks for your time. Don't forget to check me out. Drop me a line, leave a comment. Buy Life in the Fast Lane, pre-order it. Starts on the 15th June. And I'm sure I'll speak to you soon, my friends. So until in the meantime, take care. Happy stitching.